Let's play some Nier. But yeah, I wish they did more dev work. Not really dev work, more give the dev more time. Since the mansion fucked up also, like hugely probably. Um, yeah, it would have been amazing if they get everything done, right? Like all these things came to be because well, investor wanted their money, and yes, understandable. If investors invest into the product, they want the money, right? But let's be real. Isn't it obvious that if you invest into a project or something, right? You want your money, and it's been a while, right? And yes, understandable, you need to get the money. At the same time, expect, you know, a good quality product for them because it's, you know, a CG project. Like who brought out Witcher 1, then Witcher 2, and then Witcher 3. And Witcher 3 was a breakthrough for them. And, well, turned it into what it actually was, right? What they wanted at the end. So, you know, you will get a good product. It just takes time. It's always been this way in any game. It always was like, yes, you will get that money, but it's gonna take a little bit. And then you have an amazing selling game with amazing story, with also a game that you can build up on for future games. Like all these things worked so well for them. Like they have it all. They just need time. Everything. It's all about time, man, on management. It's like everything would have been fine if they give him like 2 more years. Like I couldn't care less if the game came out now. That's what I enjoy about, you know, games. It's like,
what are you doing out here?
if a game comes out rushed, there's no point in hoping that's gonna be good. The rush game will forever be bad. Well, not really forever bad, it just takes time to fix. But the late game will eventually be good.
Sorry, whose behavior?
Watch out! This thing is a shade. There's more of them nearby.
What the hell?
They couldn't be here.
What the
Stop
fuck?
with the bullshit and just kill them all.
The hussy is correct. We must eliminate these beasts.
But I...
Emil, if you don't fight, they're gonna kill you.
I just cannot believe I'm just seeing this right now. Like the girl. I hope to be fine. Now doing all this. Oh my god, I feel betrayed. He wasn't even talking. What's up, man?
Shades are attacking the city.
Who thought I would be here doing all this? Huh? Holy G. I cannot believe we will be encountering something like this before we get to the city of Assad. Who would have thought, man? I was expecting something else, but here we are. trying to save the city and all. The girl turned out to be Shade.
I think that's all of them.
ああ、たくせられてきただ。
Be king and be done with it. I mean, why not? I mean, I take facade.
It's no big deal. But there's something you should know.
Actually, no, I
When we
don't.
first saw this shade,
Too
it was
many rules.
disguised as one of the masked people.
来るなと。
Yep. I'm surprised.
かさ、とたさち、とざっちれて。
It's possible. You probably want to keep an eye out.
サンキー来る。とど、ペルワと、ゲタイテだが、そろさりとだ。
Oh, that's done.
と。
Oh, wow. That was alright. Alright, we have to go to the beginning. To the entrance we go. But yeah, as I said, you know, a good game will eventually, I guess, you know, a game that's been delayed for long will eventually be good, but a rush game will probably be bad.
I got your seats.
It's gonna take some time to fix it.
I look forward to seeing your desert flowers.
白い戦避ける妖竜地
Alright, so we're also done with this quest now, which is, you know, good. So that is done. I don't think we have anything else in this city. So now let's make our way to the magic stone. The roof of the lost shrine. I have no idea where that is. We're gonna look for it. Let's hope it's not where the Shadow Lord resides, because that would be horrible. And we won't be able to finish the quest, but here we are. How many quests do we have? 95%. Oh jeez. Oh god. Like, even I don't know what else we have left over. But we have to see how it goes. Maybe even Devil has something for us. Maybe just... I think some quests are not... You know, you cannot find them on the overworld. Like, Devil will not have them. So you have to, you know, go on foot. Go to those places.
Hold it.
Let's go near village. Oh, never mind. They will have something for us. Yeah, I'm stalling every time, but I want to get these quests out of the way. We have a smooth sailing through all the runs.
Which job should I give? Apparently there are shades in the village? Well, don't just stand there. Go take care of them.
Okay.
I wrote down the client's look.
Wait, what is this? Is he in this village? I think it is, right? Well. Oh god, who is it now? No.
Say, are you available to discuss a certain sensitive matter?
Give me it
What is
straight.
People are saying a shade has managed to enter our village. I was hoping you could track it down.
This isn't a very big place. Wouldn't we have seen it by now?
I had my own doubts at first, but there have been too many witnesses for me to ignore this matter any longer.
Oh, there's a kid.
I saw a really scary monster.
She saw it too?
Apparently. I can't say for sure who's seen it or not.
I saw the monster right around here.
You did, huh? Can you tell me what the monster looked like?
It was over at the river, and it was huge and scary.
I don't
Didn't like it.
Over by the river, huh? Let's go take a look.
The foul tendrils of the shades have finally extended into this village.
Fine. Then we find him and kill him.
Will it be that easy? I wonder.
What do you mean?
River.
Would you be able to simply slaughter the people you lived amongst for so many years? Would you truly murder friends if you suspected them of being shades?
I wouldn't have a choice. Jonas not coming back to a village full of those things.
When the time comes, I pray you can follow through.
Now, please don't. I don't want to see another death. Like, what the fuck, man? Where is it? It's near the river. I don't know what this river here.
I know there's no point trying to stop you.
Yeah, there definitely is no stopping. Maybe around here? Go up top.
Do you think Yona will...
I don't know. Bullshit. Where's the river? Are we talking about this one right here? I mean,
You know where your sister is, and yet I can't move past his death. Why? Why does this only happen to me?
Come, lad. That is a burden she must carry on her own.
yeah, I mean, we lost Yona. But not really lost. Just another cast. Keep it back. Or I'll bring her back, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't look like a shade was ever here.
Perhaps the young lass misremembered the location.
Yeah, maybe. Kids aren't so great at stuff like that.
Why do I feel the kid and the guy? And we already seen that the girl at the facade village was faking it.
We went over to where you saw the monster, but we couldn't find anything.
Oh, I remember now. I saw it in the square in front of the library.
Okay. Let's go check it out.
Why do I feel like these are collaborating, or she's actually?
Protect the village while you're gone.
Are you sure you're gonna protect this village? I mean, you're those guards.
There's nothing here. Guess the kid was wrong again.
This is a fool's errand. Even a young girl could hardly confuse a library gate with a river. Perhaps we should ask some of the other villagers.
Yeah, I guess.
Why do I feel the kid is a shade and the guy who leads us is also a shade? Even though that's kind counterproductive for them. Like if they decide to kill multiple or turn them, like isn't it kind of better to not notify the person?
I think I saw a shade a few days ago, but I can't be sure. Whatever I saw, it wasn't much bigger than a kid.
Okay, then it's the kid. Yeah, you can't tell me otherwise.
A shade. Oh, yes, I saw it. Gave me quite a start, let me tell you. Strange thing was, it seemed to be accompanied by a child.
Okay, both are. Okay, there's no other way to tell right now, right? Like, you gotta be both of them. Not one or the other, it's more like both.
I saw something near the shopping district that kinda sorta looked like a shade. You know, if you squinted.
The girl's story is not agreeing very well with the rest of the villagers' testimony. I think we should question her a bit further. Something is amiss.
How do you mean?
After the
We are being
kid is not
lied
here.
to.
You think?
Yes.
Why?
I cannot say. Perhaps it is but an honest mistake. Or perhaps there is a good reason for the lie.
Oh, the kid has gone from that corner over there.
Listen, I'm not angry, but I need you to tell me the truth. Why did you lie about the shade?
I'm not lying. I saw it. It was big and scary and big.
Tell us this then. In which location did you not see the shade?
You're weird. But, I guess I didn't see it near the northern gate or on the hill to the west.
Oh. That's an interesting task that we have right now. I didn't expect to see this quest this time around. Well, let me see. Did we go the direction? It was not. This way. Definitely not northern gate or the hill to the west. Oh. Well, we can look around here, but she said it's not. Oh, we could go southern plains. Even I cannot. I mean, even I cannot think of it right now. I mean, I'm going to the south right now.
The monster isn't at the northern gate or the western hill. Oh,
Very well.
Yeah, then you gotta be southern, right? Well, let's see. If it's here. Is that the one? I don't believe it's this one though. Okay, so it's not that one. It would just, you know, straight up knock down. Hmm. I can't think of anything else right now. Hmm. So it's not. Well, northern it cannot be, right? But it's also not southern. Uh, I mean, of course, you could also say that it could be at. If there was the east, maybe it's the north or east, but at the same time. Where's the west actually? There's actually a west. I think there's a west.
Oh.
Alright, let's try it on this side over here. I can't think of any other way though. On an area I can think of right now, at least. Alright. So where are we right now? Eastern Road. Well. Don't see anything here. Well. I don't think. Where else would there be though? Let me look it up real quick. Because I already went through the northern stuff. I also went to the southern. I also went here. Like, where else would one find it though? It's like another special place. What's it called again? Quest. Okay, search for the shade. Let's see. Alright. Well, let's try. Apparently, it's not on. No. On any of these outside roads, like planes or anything like that. Well, go back into the city. See if it's there. And usually, I don't like looking these things up, but got things to do today, man. So, gotta move it along much faster so you're ready for the next route. The next path in this game, right? We want to also see Yona today, so yeah, it works out everything quite well. That's probably the worst with the directions, so it's like terrible all around. Oh,
There it is. That kid must have been trying to protect it.
A touching story, but humans and shades cannot coexist. We'd best defeat this monster while we can.
Agreed. It's dead. Let's go back to the client.
woman, did you not see this shade?
You know where your sister is.
Come, lad.
Okay, I guess she was so, she was still mourning. Mourning? So essentially, didn't notice a shade, huh? Interesting. Alright, I mean, maybe she didn't care enough. Or she maybe wanted to also go out with the shade.
Thanks so much. I was having trouble sleeping knowing there were shades in our very town.
Is it really over though? Alright. Next up we have we have this quest. Magical stone. Alright, let me look this one up as well, because there might be a possibility that I might run into another problem. So we don't want to do that, right? Really? Did I really click something? Oh, not now, man. Um. Let's see. Maybe I can find it much quicker through this.
Oh there, getting on?
Are we ready?
Let's all make it back alive, okay?
It's a plan.
Alright, well, let's see where it takes us. Oh. Are we gonna come here back again? Because, well, we have a quest here. Hello? Shade? Well, he got straight up obliterated. Well, not much you can do. But we have to make our way up. Lovely. Is there a faster way to get there? I don't want to deal with all this. Hello? Jesus, all these shades waiting for us. But either way, we're coming back here again. But we need to finish this quest first. Oh. We're probably gonna fight our way through again. Probably twice. That's gonna be fun. And that's why I hate these kind of quests, like they pop out towards the end. You have to fight your way through it. It's like, bro, let me go up, man. I don't want to deal with you. The things right now. Is there a better way? What's this? Oh my god, why doesn't it open right now? You. What? Let's go up. Ignore it all. We need to go up. I think that the music is also changed a lot. Oh, it kind of takes away the thunder with how everything works. But we have to. You're coming back here again anyway, so. You know, would you really fight all these enemies? Wouldn't care one bit. But this time we have to get through it. So we can get to the point where I want to be. I think we could have done it before. Before we have to go through all these enemies. I guess, yo, looks a bit more. We're a bargain for right now, so hey, take that. I know it's gonna like might get blue balled by me. We might be able to make it to that point.
This must be the Eye of Power.
Oh my gosh. I can feel magic just gushing out of it.
I must say, I'm impressed. Telling one's fortune with such a powerful stone could produce rather accurate results.
Oh yeah. Alright, now we go back. After all the things we have done. Going back down. Again. Can I make the jump? No, it's an invisible wall stopping me from jumping all the way down. Of course, I think we would be able to lift that because how the game works. But at the same time, the game also stops us from doing these type of things. So we're gonna do just that. We're gonna jump all the way down. Not so I want to go to the Force of Myth. I don't know if they have any story. So we have to see. Alright, we out this. We out this bitch. Okay, I have a feeling this whole area, like the whole temple and all, but I have a feeling that this whole temple, it is set where the, you know, flooded city in Nier Automata is.
Oh there.
Like, I think that is that area. Because, you know, I've seen buildings, you know, left and right, you know, and I see waterfalls and all that. And I know that, you know, the sand area, the desert, is the one also in Nier Automata. Because of the robots, how they all look and all. That makes sense. Okay, I have to save now. I don't want to see the game break down. The worst. We have to do all this again. Let's save real quick.
Well, did you find my stone?
This work for you?
That's it. Oh, thank you. Oh, and while you're here, how about a free reading? Come on, it's the least I can do.
Okay.
Sure, might as well.
Let's see what the eye has to reveal.
Oh, okay, we're going into another world?
Where are we?
What?
I don't know. Never seen this place before.
Yes, you did. What are you saying? Yes, you did see it before.
Shit! In our dreams? What cheek.
Dreams?
I refuse to believe that we were simply whisked off to some alien land.
Yeah, I suppose.
This is literally the start of the game, bro. You should notice this. Oh my god, I'm wearing all these shades. That's a rock and saw. What? Okay. Why did you show us this?
What was that?
I cannot say. But I doubt it was a mere daydream if all of us experienced it as one.
I think I've seen that before.
Wow. I don't know what happened, but you guys look pretty shaken up.
Yeah.
There's a deep inner meaning behind this fortune, but I'm not really sure what it is. I guess I need more practice. Anyway, thanks again for the help. Stop by anytime.
I think I'll pass for now.
What was that all about?
I don't know. It gave me some serious deja vu.
Did it now?
Yeah, like I'd been there before or something. But at the same time, it felt like something was pushing down on my chest.
Well, it was just a dream. Best to put it out of your mind.
That's been a dream like years ago. He should remember that one because it was like what? It's the start of the game, right? It's like essentially where they came from.
The strange presence, but it made me think. I mean, why are we worshipping a tree? That's odd, right? Sometimes I wonder why we do any of the things we do. Oh, that reminds me. I have a rather interesting story for you. Would you care to hear it?
Oh, give me. Let's see. I hope it's a story. It's not too long. Oh god. Oh, okay. 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 So I have a feeling these stories are probably not now. Maybe later. Since right now we don't see any of it. Yeah, probably next time. Do we have all of it done? Are we done? 2% left. What the hell? Huh, 2%. So is it either now? The last one we can find it now, or is it probably later? And we are. Like, I don't know where else might find everything, right? So the area is done and dusted. I mean that thing it'll delete. It's gone. Like no one is able to do anything there anymore. Let's go to the desert. Nah, let's go to the village first, because the village usually tells us if, more like, Devil can tell us if there are more quests going on. Okay, I cannot think of anything else right now. So Devil has nothing. So let's
He's figured out where Yona is.
make our way towards the sand area. There's nothing in the desert, or essentially facade. We have a way. Now let's go. Now let's go to Siphon first, since the desert takes much longer. And then from there on, well, I guess the nature calls where we have to go, right? To the top of the shrine. crap. Go wait. We already went there. Let's go here real quick. There's no one there. If not, well, then we know that we have looked into every corner that we can find. If you can find any quest or anything like that. I heard no turtle. Alright, now we make our way to the desert, and then we'll look the facade, and if there's nothing there, then we can finally move on onto the Shadow Lord, where we will hopefully find Iona and get Iona back, and also, you know, just straight up erase the Shadow Lord from this existence, and well, you know, get to live a good life with Iona. I mean, that's what I hope right now. You know, that's what we came here for, right? All this pain and suffering. Maybe the king has something for us. Alright, let's see if the king has some fun. If not, well, you know that the 2% probably doesn't matter for now. Because it's the only person I can think of. Alright, he also has nothing.
枯れたとしたカイザーもレトテと割れているきこれざったらざ
Alright. Time has come. So have I. We go to the Shadow Lord now. Alright. Let's save here as well. And now go to the one and only Shadow Temple. Oh well, it's a lost temple, but it's not really lost. I mean, we'll literally find it. I'm gonna go to the Grave of Fear real quick. Maybe that's also maybe interaction. Like absolutely sure. So there's interactions with any of these. Oh wait.
So this was a graveyard.
Yes. I mean, I don't know why I would decide to stop there, buddy. Maybe the big one might be Fira. It's interesting that they didn't give them, you know, they didn't give them any of the names or anything like that, like markings or whatever it is, right? There's none of that. Oh well.
Oh, there.
It is shuttle time. Let's see what Shadow Lord has for us this time around. But more like, you know, we're gonna fight him for the, well, actually probably the first time, even though we saw him once when he, I guess, stole a Yona from us. But this time around, we're gonna get it. Get him good. Pathetic. Pathetic shadows. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight any of the shadows inside. It's too... It's too annoying to fight them anyway, so I'm just gonna probably skip most of them, maybe fight the ones that are better in a way. Where they at though? Oh, whoops. I guess that one shade didn't want to come with me, huh? Guys are just peace out. Didn't want to smoke. Didn't want to get the smoke from me. Yeah, a lot of the enemies I just don't care. I mean, yes, it would be good to get more EXP, but to be honest, I don't want to level up myself too much. Like, sure, I mean, if I need to go slower, I will go slower in a way that, you know, that it doesn't matter too much. Because, you know, what I've learned from Nier Automata is that voice lines are, well, more like lines in general in games like these. You want to go slow. Like, what's the point of just murdering straight up the enemy, right? So essentially, well, if you kill the enemy or the boss battle too fast, then you won't get the most dialogue out of the game. And that is true most of the time, right? It's like that, you know, you want to get everything out of the game instead of just play through it because, you know, beat the boss as fast as possible. Sure, if it's a speed run, oh yeah, 100%, I will not care, right? But, you know, we want to play it nice, clean. Also, no need for any of it. So we can just go ahead with everything, right? Make it slow in a way. And then we're gonna live through it anyway because, well, we are strong and loaded, so you could say we are kind of overpowered, but at the same time, you know, we have weapons that are so weak in a way. And we have it all. HP, buffs, like all of it are still good. Alright, we're getting closer to our first ending of, I guess, of this game. As you know, Yoko Taro games, or Nier games in general, have multiple endings. So this is ending, probably the first ending of many. Gonna be seeing now. I'm already excited about. Of course, it's been a while since I played this game or had any kind of interaction with it. So hey, it might be completely new for me. Not really completely new, more like in the sense that it's been a while. I still remember the overarching story, but I don't know the details, the finest details I might have missed the first time around. Alright, here we are. At the top of the top.
Such an ominous sight, and yet I find it strangely nostalgic.
Yeah. This is where Vice and I first met. And first fought together.
Wow! This is where you used to live, Vice?
Well, yes, I suppose. In a technical sense.
Pretty nice digs for a floating magazine.
At least it was free from annoying hussies like yourself. And now the path is open.
It's so quiet. The only thing I hear is wind. Could be water. No, okay. I guess one girl didn't make it, one statue. What could that mean? I'm still wondering what. How can you have this on top of the shrine? You know, it's like free of everything and anything. Let me run outside this area. Can I? I cannot. Well. Oh, we could. Because I see stairs now, so I guess not. How to end a Phoenix sword? Wait, what? Okay, let me look at every single thing, alright? Let's get, I might have missed something. Let's also go back, just in case. Check it if we have missed. Wait, what? Huh? Wait. I'm back here. I opened the door. What are you doing?
Okay, hold on. Is it just me, or are we looping around the same path over and over?
Yes, we are.
What do you mean?
I think he means we're stuck.
There must be an escape route somewhere.
Now I'm at ending. Well, I'm going towards ending A, because now I'm ready to actually smash through the game because I'm ready. So I've done everything, I think. So yeah, ready to go through all the endings now.
To whom does the true voice speak? To whom does the true form show itself? You must answer.
It can talk!
I ask. Why did humans disappear from the world?
The hell is this?
All the weapons? Okay.
I believe this is some manner of password.
Password?
Yes. The correct answer should grant us access to the castle. I feel confident I've heard this somewhere before.
Yeah, wasn't that in the Fourth Myth? Okay, all the weapons. Oh shit. What am I missing? All 33, yeah, I'm like at 72%. I should look at all these weapons. Okay, I'm missing one here, I think. Another one here. Okay, to get fine. Okay. Yeah. So, can we get, like, I'm gonna ask it like this. We probably can get weapons later, like, let's say, ending, I guess, in the other endings, right? Great, okay. Well, I guess we have a lot of things to do. So yeah, gonna be probably doing that as well. 1, 2 in this castle, okay. But I have a feeling like most of the weapons I found are already, you know, I think I already have, because I run everywhere. Okay, so up and yeah, I've been for some time.
To whom does the true form show itself? I ask, why did humans disappear from the world? You must answer.
Because the lives are short? Black disease? Yeah, I mean, the black disease could be a big thing here. Let's go with that. The black disease.
I answer because of a black disease.
I ask, how can humans extend their lives?
Going... Leaves of the secret tree? Separate body from soul. I mean... I don't know what the secret tree, I mean the sacred tree is. I mean, I haven't read into it. Audience, I guess separating the body from soul makes sense, yes. Because essentially, well, the body will die and decay, but the soul will keep on living, right? So, because the soul is, you know, doesn't need to be physical.
I answer by separating body from soul.
I ask, what is the destination of souls?
Another body? They're placed in the corresponding shells, they're in the promised land bursting with light. Now, one corresponding shell, essentially another body. The other one would be promised land bursting with light, essentially just fade into non-existent, also, you know, into the existence, right? It's like just away from this world. Because a better world. Let's go with they're placed in their corresponding shells.
I answer, they are placed in their corresponding shells.
Very well. You are acknowledged as master.
Oh, great.
You may enter.
Well then, it seems the way is open.
Well, let's hope I can find one more. Oh, okay. Okay, Devola. Popola, hello. Greetings.
It's the twins from your village.
Popola? Devola? What are you doing here?
Hey,
Any chance you'll just go back to the village? This is a very dangerous place.
I mean, then why are you guys here? I mean, you could go also back to the village. I mean,
Even if you can find Yona here, you probably can't get her out.
How did you get here?
Shh. We're asking the questions right now.
yeah, right. Let's go back to the village now. What are you two doing here?
What are you two doing here?
I'm not going to answer that. You can figure it out yourself.
Let's see. Let's ask again.
What are you two?
I'm not going to answer that.
Okay, all right, all right. We're here to rescue Yon. All right.
We're here to rescue Yona.
No dice, huh?
Nope, no dice.
Well, no, I suppose not. How sad.
Why you gotta do me like this, huh? Devola, Popola? Really?
We didn't want to fight you.
And don't fight me. Let me through.
We really didn't want to.
Unbelievable.
What's happening?
Sorry, but this fate was predetermined. Still, we spoke to truth. We really wanted to avoid this if possible. We were hoping to put it off for 100 years or so. Until the next generation came along.
What are you talking about?
Are they shades?
I don't think so.
It's a lie. I don't believe it.
We never thought you'd grow to be this powerful.
This is madness. Why do you block our path?
You have no cause to speak so with us, Grimoire Weiss. You are a traitor.
Of course they're not shades. If there were shades, they would be turning around. But at the same time, I think they're like guardians who keep the world stable.
They copied my powers.
Well, I haven't used you once, so it doesn't matter.
They can use the sealed verses.
Of course we can. The power came from us in the first place. You were simply loaned a small portion of it.
Oh,
Weiss, are you all right?
Tevola, Popola, why are you guys doing this? Why are you siding with the shades?
but they're not really siding with shades. More like they're probably with the Shadow Lords. So hey yo, gotta stop, girl. Ooh, that was. Oh. Jesus. Yeah, that's gonna be Devola. Use those fists. Why are you laughing?
The answer to every riddle lies within the heart of the Shadow Lord.
Shadow Lord? So you've been on his side this whole time?
You must search for that answer yourself. You've got to face your own truth now. Please, enter the Shadow Lord's castle.
Did you just test me? Ooh. Oh, all we got from them is the map.
Popola are fighting us.
Yes, they do seem to be putting us through a great deal of...
You okay, Weiss?
It's not
How
okay.
odd. For long years, my mind and tongue have been my greatest assets. But now the latter seems to be... Well,
Weiss?
do not look at me like that. I am Grimoire Weiss. I am perfectly...
Okay, there's nothing there.
I think I hear a waltz.
Ah, okay. Ghosts dance. Yes, I mean those are not shades. I mean literally ghosts are dancing.
It certainly is a grand affair.
You know, I really love
Dancing bastards.
this type of
They're all
architecture
shades.
and all. Oh yeah, they're shades. It's just they're probably disguised.
I think we're locked in.
It's not like I was playing.
Are we
with
locked in though?
Yeah, it's a bit late for that.
Yeah, they're all shades. I just know it's like but they don't look like shades. Like almost anything you would think, you know, there would not be shades, but they're all shades in one way or the other. Sorry for an EXP, right? Jesus. I didn't even use EXP, man. The only thing I use is drop rate. Oh yes, I do. I mean, it's not like, you know, I'm saying it out loud because, you know, I know the whole, you know, world of Nier, how, what shades are, what has been happening. It just, you know, I just don't want to, let's say, you know, if new people come here, they would might get, you know, spoiled, you know. So essentially, I essentially know. It just playing it dumb in a way. Of course, if I were to, you know, play it clean, right? Like, essentially just put in no spoiler playthrough. I mean, literally spoiler playthrough, right? Then essentially, well, kind of let's say it kind of ruins it for the people who haven't played it yet, right? You still see, you know, to this day even, you know, people playing here for the first time. So, you know, like here and there, you know, I do some things, like say certain things certain way. Like if you think about it, why shades are bleeding, why are shades like human form every single time, or you know, what these shades are doing, right? Like why do they act like they're trying to do certain things a certain way?
Right.
That's not like I have no idea,
Let's go.
right?
Protect Kaine for us.
Oh yeah, it's like the first
Kaine, hurry!
yeah, the first playthrough essentially,
Do I look like a
the first
goddamn
ending
locksmith
is
to you?
usually just the overarching. It's like the prologue, you know, gets finished up.
Idiots, what are you doing?
Log doesn't want to open? Fine. I'll just break it down.
Stop, you impatient fool!
It's not going to shade burst through.
Goddamn no good bullshit bastard! Open the fuck up already! Ugh!
Never mind.
Got it.
Kaine, look out!
Never mind. Twice. Roll reverse. Oh look at him. Balls. All right. Those are nades. All right. About to blow up, right? 4. You had enough time to escape.
Are they laughing?
These things are freaking me out.
Are they?
Kaine, what's wrong?
We need to help Kaine.
Oh.
You okay?
Yeah. Well, we got problems.
Nah, that's no problem. Are they fusing? Oh, a boar, wait. Isn't me or have I seen that one before? It could be deja vu. Like, for some reason.
We
No,
don't need forgiveness, asshole.
actually.
Kaine?
Ooh.
Damn shade.
Oh dear.
Oh. Look. The best armor plating one can have. Yeah, deja vu is always an interesting thing. It's like, I have it a lot.
Can we even hit this thing?
Fuck! Oh no! I can't stop now. Damn it!
Stay focused, Kaine. Don't fall victim to such distractions.
Come on! We have to keep going! Let's go!
Dead. He's not coming back up.
This way! Move!
Alright, alright. Jesus. Oh, there's one. Dragon Lance. Okay, Dragoon Lance. Oh,
Up here!
where's up here, Mia? Oh, can I switch cameras? Well, that kinda sucks.
How can we deal with this thing?
Please, hurry!
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I still don't understand how deja vu works in general. Like, one would think attempts to do it. Maybe you can look into the future, but at the same time you
Damn
cannot.
it, I can't get it open!
And then there's also the fact maybe there's the reason why people
Attack
think
incoming!
why magic exists, right? Oh.
The entrance is locked too!
It seems we are in a bit of a predicament.
Ooh, I didn't dodge that one? Means I perfectly timed it? Okay. God damn, this board doesn't want to die, man. I'm taking the thing down like, I don't know how many times already. Wait. Is that the king? It's the king here. Need to speak. Oh, they're here. The king's guard is here. And the king himself.
さあさあ程度と ちいるとて
Then go on, man.
エズチバセヨーリ一旦起きとだアラペルアトシデンシウセキヨンイラコク
かついて
What are you doing here?
サルリとしたこうカイザムとキロだろ
You are correct.
いやアラトで賛成か
You sure do have to same enemy.
But
アラペルアト
女来て敬語いたり
アフィアトサチチサ
I guess the king decides to do that.
カイザムチ
Wait.
えタッカー奇跡をあ
Oh my god. They better kill it.
stop! Let me go! Stop it! Damn it! King, no!
ギ後でアリクラーサ
Are we sure about that king?
アコ
You know what happened last time.
No! Open the door! You can't fight that thing on your own!
タラユククオタウキアルタビエトクルトこっちいるかてケタルイトエチケロアルテリアだせ
ギウジー
各石技師
真鍮カレルタカイザムテラス
なんだあらたてウラーヌペルアトチ
ウラーヌカイザムトトチ
And always.
Open the damn door!
Knock it off already. Let's go.
Kaine.
He's fighting for you. And for Fira. Don't let him die for nothing.
My friend.
Well, I mean, it is his last, you know, it's his last task in a way. Like, either he takes down the ball with him, or he comes out on top, or, well, it goes down. But I would say he comes out on top. Well, probably take him down with him, I guess. That would be my guess. That would be the ending for him as well, right? Yeah, like he can save a friend, but no, he couldn't save Fira, so you got this, man. Like, there's a possibility of him beating it, but every time, you know, he came to bigger problems with bigger shades, you know, we were the one who was always there to help out. So hey, if it's the way he wants to go out, it is the way he chose, right?
Devila! Popola!
Oh, look. You made it. We've been waiting for so long.
Why are you doing this?
It began 1300 years ago.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
Humanity, finding itself on the brink of extinction, undertook a last-ditch rescue plan called Project Gestalt.
Yeah, Project Gestalt. You know, there's different how to speak, to pronounce it. I know it's like, yeah, pretty interesting.
Gestalt?
Do you still not remember, Grimoire Weiss? Then let's give you a refresher.
device?
My mind. I remember. Devila. Popola. You are not human. In fact. Oh no.
Yeah, sometimes the truth can be a real bitch. You want to finish that thought for him, sister? All of us. Every person standing in this room are mere shells created by the true humans.
What are you saying?
You still don't get it? You aren't human.
So then humans, I mean, the true humans, are extinct?
No. They still live on. You know them as shades. Each shade is a twisted remnant of what was once a human being.
Crazy, huh? Now let's skip the part where you stand there with your mouths agape and just get down to business.
Wait.
You know, kind of interesting.
Sorry, but we're gonna be needing that shell of yours. The rightful owner has been waiting for a very long time.
Yeah, the Shadow Lord. Also, you know, got a quick image in my mind. You know, get down to business with them. Yeah, okay. You know what? Give the image a chance, I guess.
Please don't be angry with us. We are only doing our duty. Our endless existences have a single purpose: to control the lives of others in accordance with the will of the true humans.
Yeah, that's why they look like they
You have your own motives, your own desires.
goods and whatnot.
And we have ours. I fear it really is just that simple.
Don't speak such foolishness.
Sorry.
I know Nier's story came to be from, I think, one of the endings of,
You and us, we're the same. Tools in the hands of a master.
one of the endings of,
No. I'm nothing like you.
I couldn't parry. Yeah, okay, she broke through my broke through my, counter real quick. Yeah, yeah.
Devila? Devila?
Yeah, I mean, Drakengard is, I think one of the games, right? One of the endings of Drakengard made Nier Gestalt. Or Replicant.
Popola. Are you crying? No! Don't die! You know, Popola, I understand now why we're twins. It's because we were born without souls. Devila, I can't stop the bleeding. Oh God, I can't stop it. This world is too lonely for one without a soul. There's too much emptiness. Our souls are missing. And yet somehow our tears still work. It's kind of weird. Sorry, sis. I love you. Devila! Devila! Don't you go! No, I can't be alone!
Popola. Let's stop this now.
Stop? Stop? Now you want to stop?
want Yuri to stop? You cut down my sister like a goddamn animal, and now you want to stop?
Popala, wait! It doesn't have to—
No one stops! It's way too late to stop! No one stops!
Well, didn't even have to get to this point.
Please, don't do this, Popola! You and Devila were like parents to me!
Those two have watched the world wither for time immemorial. Who is such a fate as different?
I don't want to do this! I don't want to fight her!
Stop bitching and start fighting! It's the only way!
Oh.
No stopping. No stopping ever!
Oh my god.
The bridge!
Blast! We're trapped!
I've got an idea.
No, I know. Like every ending adds something new to it.
I fear we're done for.
It'll be all right.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
Yeah.
when I was young, I hated
Oh, I know.
my eyes.
100% at Nier Automata.
And now that I'm older, I hate what my body has become. But there's something else there now. Something like pride, you know? I mean, without all this, I couldn't have become your friend. Goodbye, my friends. Thank you for everything.
That kind of is true, right?
For so long, all I could do was destroy. But now, I have a chance to save something.
No!
Now get going, okay?
Emil!
Don't worry about me. I'm gonna be fine.
Emil! Emil!
Emil! You jackass, get back here! Emil!
Oh dear. Kaine's so unstable, and Vice can't stop arguing with people. I hope they can hold it together once I'm gone. Well, I guess they'll just have to learn. I want to see you again. I want to see all of you again. Just one more time. I'm scared. I don't want to die.
Yeah, straight up, straight up implosion. Or you know, I wouldn't, I don't think there's any other way to fix it, right? Like Emil took all and contained it in one small, I guess, ball. I think Popola would have blew up everything, like everything, with how much magical power there was. Hey, my man's about to die. So save him. Must to beat him up right now. That'll be the worst you could do.
Let's go.
Yeah, this is not the time to get beaten up, alright? Got the king to take over, I guess. A Shadow Lord to beat. Instead of, we get beaten. I'm probably gonna keep fighting with the sword. We'll see though, we'll see. Well, do we feel better after getting my ass kicked? After getting some hits in, like so many times? Okay. Let's get to the Shadow Lord. But yeah, Emil, well, he took everything with him. Essentially everything, and Popola as well. So now the only things left is Kaine and us. Yeah, I don't think anything's stopping us right now. I keep on throwing shades at us. I mean, we're just gonna steamroll through it. Alright. Are we here? Are we at the chamber? Get Yona back? Quite an interesting room. Like a makeshift living room.
Yona!
This ends here.
Strike hard. Hold nothing back.
How can a mere tool hope to stand against the Shadow Lord?
Don't speak in such a manner, fool. I am nothing like you.
Guy just straight up goes in. She ain't stopping. Just keep on hacking away.
Be careful.
I know.
Really? Charlotte, you need it. I could have dodged that one better.
Bryce, you alright?
Naturally, I am as fit as a fit.
My timing's off. Oh, now he has these. Alright, cool, cool. Great! Bro, what are you doing?
Wait.
Did Jonas' hair get longer? Oh well. I think 5-year skip. There's definitely some longer hair.
Brother?
Yona. Huh?
Please, just stop. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't need someone else's body. I don't want it. There's another girl inside this body. I can hear her.
What?
She won't stop crying. She says she wants to see her brother.
Yona's been possessed?
This girl loves her brother too, just as much as I
Is that
do.
why she has a black disease?
It's not right, you know? It's not right that she can't see him. It's you, isn't it?
Yes, it's me. Let's go home.
I'm really sorry. I don't know what to... I'm so very sorry. No matter what. Just know that... I love you.
Oh no, I know what the black scroll is.
Hurry. The shade that possessed her is gone.
Kaine, watch over Yoda for me. You want me to understand your sadness? Think I'm gonna sympathize with you? I swore to protect my sister and my friends. If someone puts them in danger, they must stand aside or be cut down. Now come on, let's finish this.
Okay, that was the worst I could do. Yeah.
Vice, what's wrong?
You're freaking me out here, Vice.
What are you doing? Come so far. Just do it. Strike the killing blow.
This guy doesn't want to stop. Good dodge that. I'm playing like trash. Okay. That was so bad. Holy shit.
No bother. One moment, please.
You okay?
Fine, just fine. Alright, no, I'm not.
Yeah, you're not alright, my guy.
It seems some headstrong idiot has decided to push me beyond my limits. I should have taken that job as a cookbook when I had the chance.
Vice, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Only joking. I hate cookbooks.
But...
let's go. Out of the way. I have one final task to fulfill.
I mean, there's still Grimoire Noir.
Where are you going?
Why, to stop him, of course. But after that, it's up to you. Only you can see this battle to its conclusion. I wish you luck, my friend.
You can't. I swore I'd always fight by your side.
You are an exceedingly stubborn lad. You know that, yes? Perhaps that's why I've so enjoyed our time together. But I fear this is where our journey ends.
Vice!
Oh, and remember what I told you about using my full name? Well, forget it. I've grown rather fond of Vice.
Vice. I knew you'd come around.
Don't let it go to your head now.
Something to defend. I have a reason to live.
Well, there he goes, man. There goes the Shadow Lord. Also, you know, we can talk about the Black Scroll a little bit. The Black Scroll essentially is just, you could say, the body is possessed by the Shade, and the Shade is the true human, and, you know, essentially, the Black Scroll is more like the Shade trying to overtake the body, right? That's why, you know, the body dies. And that way, you know, the actual true human or the Shade comes out of it. So yeah, that's what we, you know, that's what I think what the Black Scroll is. Essentially, in the body resides a Shade. That's why Kaine has also a Shade. It would be my guess, right? And that she has a Black Scroll. It's just a different kind of Shade that she lives alongside. But yeah, let's see what's now.
Is Yona all right? Oh God, no.
Oh, please, the girl is fine.
Yeah, she's fine. Because the other, well, soul
Weiss?
is not here anymore.
Where are you? Are you okay?
I am as well as can be, considering I have lost my physical form.
Oh, great. I mean, you can now become the, I guess, the sword that you ever wanted.
Doubtless my voice will be the next to go, so listen closely.
A speaking sword, I mean, I don't see the problem.
Your sister is safe. Do not mourn her, and do not give up hope. Instead, you must call her back to you.
How?
Use your memories. Recall the times you spent with her. Present her with proof that the two of you live still, and that your lives have meaning.
I don't know.
Typical. But take heart. I know you can do it.
What's my favorite food? Cookies. What's my favorite book? That's my magic storybook. What's my favorite place? Home with you. What's my favorite flower? The lunar tear, of course. Okay, one more question. Who do I love more than anyone?
Yeah, that's us, literally, you know, us. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna write my name in there. But it would make sense, but at the same point, it would be this one.
Is that you?
Yona.
Is this my body?
Yes, Yona. It's yours and yours alone.
You look bigger than before. Like you've grown up.
Well, yeah. I guess you haven't seen me for a while.
Have I been asleep this whole time?
Something like that.
It's almost like I'm a princess from some fairy tale.
Oh, Yona. I'm so happy to have you back.
Me too.
Kaine.
You and your sister, you have a good life, okay?
Where are you gonna go?
Guess I'll...
You could stay with us, you know.
Thanks, but I'll pass. You know how it is. I got my own shit to take care of.
What do you mean?
Personal shit, alright? Anyway, take it easy, yeah?
Kaine.
Hey, look. It's beautiful. For the longest time, I heard someone telling me how they wanted to see the light. And now, they can finally see it. Thank you. I love it. It's so sunny today.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah, it is. It is just that, huh? The afterlife of everything. And that was the first route, I guess. That's the route A or ending A. Yeah, the ending there. You know, that is, you know, when everything, I guess, come to, I guess, a wishful ending, right? Essentially, you know, Yona is there with us, and then also on the other side as well, right? The, well, the Shade brother, and you know, the, I guess, dead Yona as well. So essentially, it's like no, it's like the other side. It's like a copy, right? Like a carbon. Well, not even a carbon copy. I mean, it kind of is, right? Essentially, Yona, or like the Shade, or the, you know, the Black Scroll, the soul that took place in Yona's body, right? Is another one who's with the Shade's brother, who essentially the Shade brother tries to get back from, right? Essentially, nothing is stopping there. So, you know, that now we know also that the Black Skull. I mean, now that you know thought about it, like now it actually clicked it together. It's like, yeah, the Black Skull are essentially like two souls in one body. Essentially, when the Black Scroll tries to come out, it's essentially the Shade trying to take over the body. That's what essentially is, right? So yeah, every time a body dies, a new Shade takes its place. So yeah, you have to keep on going, man. We still have like a lot more left, like many more endings, like I don't know, 4 or so. So yeah, it's gonna be a wild ride. I mean, I already know how the story, how everything goes, but at the same time, as I said before, the finer details are still no, have to still remember. So yeah, story so far and still interesting. Still wondering where Kaine went. Maybe she went back to the village, but at the same time the village just no more. And also wondering, maybe Kaine is looking for Emil. You know, maybe go back to the point where Emil essentially sacrificed himself to save us. So that might be her personal shit that she's doing. But yeah, we'll have to see what's gonna be next up. But as always, you know, the music is great. I love the character, I love the storytelling. Like, you don't see it often, right? In games where you have multiple routes. Like, it's not really a Dark Souls game where you beat it multiple times, you see different changes, right? Oh yeah. This type of game doesn't have any, you know, cutscene, no, more like after credit scenes, right? Yeah. You see, I would skip it, but, you know, the first time I want to hear the song and everything. Maybe, you know, the more we play, maybe if it gets boring or I guess too much, right? But I love the song, so that's why I let it run. Since, you know, these type of games usually don't have after credit scene unless you are, you know, at that point, I think. So yeah, for now, you know, enjoying the song and everything. Like, the OST in Nier games in general are like amazing. That's why also one of the highest praised, I guess, OSTs all around, right? Yeah, that's why it's also pretty good. Come back to Nier games in general. That's why I also want more of Yoko Taro games to get, you know, remade or in general made again, right? Yeah, I mean, you know, for this type of songs and OST in general, you need to have a specific type of voice, I think, that fits everything. The theme in the games, the song needs to, you know, I guess, bring over the emotions. That one also, you know, the lyrics to it as well. That's why, you know, the made-up language in, let's say, the other songs that, you know, need to have a specific voice for it, right? And also, I guess, kind of soft voices as well, rather than more harsh. And, you know, bring more the ethereal tone to it. Alright, up one? Yeah. Go to clear data. Say auto complete in the game to experience kindness story. Wait, what? Okay, you can now read the departure mother's diary. Your house wardrobe. Oh, wardrobe. Okay. If it can be obtained by progressing through A. Okay. Changed music has been alright. Cool. Alright, let's see. I mean, in the Automata, they also told you there's gonna be another ending. Like, after the credits, they told, "Thank you for playing, you know, the game and you know, playing the Automata." But this is not all. There's another route. You know, experience route A or ending A of multiple. So, you know, keep playing the game. I mean, that's more like the people not reading in Automata. Just, well, who reads these days? Like, it tells you something, then do it. I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to keep everything as is. Appearance of magic balls. Magic orbs. Don't care about any of it. Ending credits. Outfits. Keep everything the same. But yeah, people, you know, they didn't read. It's like it essentially tells you, like, it gives you a big text of that you can read through, right? That tells you, well, here you go. This is your thing. Yeah, this was ending A. If you want to experience more, you know, to experience, I think to get the full experience, something like that tells you, you know, keep playing the game.
Whenever I interacted with Kaine, I was reminded about something from my past. Maybe my mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time. Anyway...
So this was after, well, we kind of saved the village, right? And also saved the meal. Oh, well, time to move our girl a bit further down. So here, yeah, yeah. This is kind of backstory because she's been she's been stuck to the wall for like 5 years. If you think about it. Yes, you said it before, right? Like Yona was also sleeping for 5 years. Her mental state is still 5 years or younger, you know. Like she didn't change. Like Barley, yes, outside change, but on the inside she's still pretty like when she was 5 years younger, right? I don't even know how old she is. Maybe she was like what? Maybe around 7, 8, right? Then when she, gets out of it, maybe she's around 12. Like I think Nier was also around that, right? He was probably 12, and then 5 years later, maybe 17, 18, something like that. So yeah, kinda. Also, well, she still has the same personality. It's just, interesting to see now. The sound of rain filled the village. The steep cliffs that surrounded the area magnified sound, causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like a thunderstorm. Thin wisps of smoke streamed from huts as the villagers huddled in their homes and waited out the rain. A single child, however, had braved the downpour, was now wandering slowly toward the wooden hawk-shaped weather vane at the center of town. The wanderer reached the vane, which had existed for as long as any could remember and stared. The child's face was simultaneously delicate and fierce, like a teacup that had survived the shipwreck. Those traits combined with pale white skin to give the face an almost sexless quality. If the beak turns east, I go home. If it stays west, then I. The child blinked, rain slowly dripped down the young one's short hair and began its long descent to the ground. Come on, come on. The child felt a slight breeze and watched as the vein slowly creaked to life. Spinning this way and that for a moment, it finally settled with the beak pointing firmly toward the east. East? Really? Before the vein could move again, a jagged rock came spinning and tumbling through the air, striking home against the child's head. The force of the blow dropped the child to the ground as a hail of stones began to fall all around. Oh no, they found me. A heartbreaking smile crept across the child's face as the stones continued their assault. Through the rain, the sound of multiple footsteps grew louder before a voice rang out. Yoho, Kaine. A voice belonged to Demo, worst of all the bullies in the area. As Kaine struggled to stand, final stone came skittering through the mud and bounced against her foot. Blood oozed from the cut above her eye and blurred her vision, but she couldn't make out the shapes of Demo and his usual gang of idiots. The boy seemed taken aback for a moment by Kaine's seeming indifference to the blood dripping from her face, but quickly regained his bravado. What's up, freak? You like the rain? You like getting all wet? Or did you finally decide to run away from home? Though she knew it was futile, Kaine turned to leave. Before she could get more than a few steps, the other children scrambled to surround her, cruelty burning in their eyes. Kaine knew those were not the only eyes on her. Tormentor's parents watched from the safety of their homes. He was attuned to this sensation. It was one she had experienced many times before. While some villagers simply turned a blind eye to the actions of the children, many encouraged it openly. Now those, need to get prosecuted as well. I mean, they need to get the same as the kids, I guess. Probably even worse. In a society ruled by superstition and fear, kind was something to be hated and if possible destroyed. I didn't say you could leave, freak. Demon's words chewed at her like a worm through an apple. He can't hurt me, she lied to herself. Be strong, be brave, he can't hurt me, he can't hurt me, he can't hurt. Oh look, the little freak is gonna cry. What's wrong? Are you sad that everyone hates you and everyone wants you dead? Kaine prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away from a world that seemed to have no place for her. But if there were gods, they chose to ignore her. As Demo crept ever closer, the clouds began to thin and the rain slowed. Even the weather hates me. I'm useless. A failure. I wish Demo's rock had taken her head off. Kaine couldn't meet Demo's leering gaze. She lowered her eyes and stared at the muddy ground below. The bully moved forward until he was inches away. He could smell the scent of the old meat on his breath. And disgusting. Boy grabbed Kaine's face, thick fingers, and yanked it upwards. She tried to turn away, but he forced her gaze back and jammed his thumb against either to pry it open. Show me. No. Did you just say no? Demo grinned evilly. You don't say no to me. No one says no to me. Not even taking his attention from Kaine? Called his cohorts. Come on guys, let's give the freak what she deserves. As soon Demo finished, kicks and blows began to rain down upon Kaine. Demo paused, still grinning, as Kaine curled into a ball and tried to make the pain stop. I don't get you, freak. What you acting like a girl for, huh? Everyone knows what you really are. Kaine ignored the question, choosing instead to stare at the weather vane. It continued to point east as if supremely confident about the future it had chosen for her. Go home? Yeah, that's funny. That's a funny joke. For someone with dead parents and no home to go to. Freak, chanted the children. Freak, freak, freak. Kaine closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. As the clutching hands of the village children closed around her, she bent her mind to the sound of the rain, letting it become her world entire. Rain fell, but the pain never came. Only when the laughter of her tormentors turned to terrified cries did she dare open a single blood-caked eye. Kaine was shocked to see Demo sprawled on the ground, holding his head and screaming in pain. You could see blood welling from space between his fat, twisted fingers. Oh my god, he's crying. He's actually crying. Deprived of their leader, the children glanced back and forth between themselves as if waiting for someone to step forward to take charge. When no savior emerged, they began an uneasy shuffle away from Kaine. But the young girl was least of their concerns. Instead, their attention was wrapped on the ancient woman standing a few feet away. After struggling for breath for a moment, he finally spoke in a voice thick with rage. Looks like a bitch, don't it? Now, I suggest you scatter off before I throw another one. And if any of you little bastards ever touch my Kaine again, I'll do far worse than throw a rock. You can count on it. The old woman crouched down and gently touched the hand Demo was using to cover the wound. Before he could think of protest, she ground her palm into the wound and twisted back and forth. Ow, he screamed, leaping onto his feet. Stop it, what are you doing? Quit whining. Ain't no one ever died from a scratch. You hit me with a rock, you stupid bitch. A big one. That thing could have killed me. The old woman shrugged. Death is the best cure for stupid. Demo's face twisted with rage at her words. Locking his eyes on Kaine, he took a step backwards and spat on the ground. Get out, leave this village, no one wants you here, either of you. Seeing the old woman grab another stone, Demo and his companions turned tail and ran. As they fled, the old woman grabbed her side and barked out a single laugh. Ah, look at that fat boy go. Guess he's healthy enough to run from a fight. I mean, those people are pathetic. I mean, come on. Can't do anything unless you have a crew behind you. Well, here it is. Grandma to save, I guess she is the woman that molded her. She is now. The woman's smile faded as she turned her attention to Kaine. Kneeling down, she removed her shawl, placed it around the young girl's shoulders, then produced a cloth from the folds of her dress and began blotting at the blood on her forehead. Oh, Kaine, she said, why didn't you fight back? You're stronger than the lot. The words of her grandmother stung Kaine and she turned away. Don't be nice to me, she said. I don't deserve it. Nothing matters anymore. Her tears held in check for so long finally began to fall on the muddy ground below. Everyone hates me. I think I caused bad things to happen. They think I'm a freak. I wish I was dead. As Kaine's tears turned to sobs, she felt her grandmother's hands on her shoulders. Despite her advanced age and diminutive size, she was a woman of surprising strength and Kaine found herself unable to turn away. Don't talk like that, girl. It's a river wide and deep that flows between the realms of this world and the next, and it grants no mercy to any that attempts to crossing. You got a duty to fight until your last breath. Understand? The old woman tightened her grip and tried to still the tremor of her voice. You know the pain of losing someone close to you, Kaine? You know, because you survived. As the words hit home, Kaine was struck by the force of her love for the old woman. As a young child, she didn't even know of her grandmother, but when her parents died, the woman quickly accepted her as her own. Grandma, as Kaine called her, was cunning, vulgar, quick to violence, and their first few years together had not been easy. I mean, yeah, pretty obvious. She's a strong, independent woman who takes no shit for no one. But with each year that passed, Kaine and her grandma had grown closer. Well, she get to know her much better, right? However, it was only now, sitting in the mud, with tears and blood caking her face, that Kaine truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was a woman who had seen hard times, who had seen death, who had fought through all these things and somehow emerged on the other side. If anyone could understand Kaine's pain and loneliness, it was her. Do I make you sick, Grandma? Of course not. Don't be an ass. I drew her grandmother's moth-eaten shawl around her body and shuddered. But my body, it's not normal. If it was normal, then Mom and Dad wouldn't. Hush, told the grandma. I'll not hear another word from this nonsense. You're my granddaughter and I love you. And if folks have a problem with that, then just go to hell. With that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dried flowers in Kaine's hair. This skill it took to bend the flowers without breaking the stems or losing a single petal was remarkable. The beauty of it to make Kaine want to cry all over again. Oh my gosh, these are Luna tears. Grandma, you made this for me? Luna tears were legendary flowers. Most people could live their entire lives without ever seeing one. Yet her grandmother had somehow collected a dozen or more. Kaine reached up and touched the wreath of as if she couldn't believe it was real. Where did you find these? Stumbled on them while I was out doing the shopping. The old woman turned away as she spoke, leading kind to suspect that the search had been more difficult than she was letting on. Pains she took to construct the ornament, let alone track down the flowers used in its construction, made Kana's heart hurt. Reached up and gently adjusted the wreath, admiring the way it felt between her fingers. Didn't quite turn out right, said her grandmother as she squinted at it. These old hands have trouble with delicate work, but it sure looks good on a pretty girl like you. Anna blushed and turned away. You think I'm pretty? Of course you are. What a fool thing to say. Thank you, Grandma. Her grandmother smiled. We're gonna be fine, you and me, she said. Long as we got each other, we'll just be fine. Kylie took her grandmother's hand in hers, and the two of them struggled to their feet. As they began the long walk home, Kylie gripped the hand with all her might, as if trying to stop smoke from drifting away on the wind. The rain had stopped. Kylie stood beneath the weather vane, watching it spin in crazy circles, no longer caring about the direction it faced when it stopped. I don't need to escape, I have a home now. Grandma loves me and that's enough. Even if it's you, even if it's us, against the world. Kinda let her gaze drift up past the vane into the cloudy sky. The last faint hints of a rainbow were slowly fading. As she turned and headed for home, the light scattered into a million particles and vanished, seemingly taken away on the breeze. Kinda's daily life. Oh god. In the distance, Kaine heard the steady sounds of an axe striking wood. The noise had a purposely quality to it, as if she was hearing a master woodsman go about his work. The firewood being produced, however, was as far from a work of art as it could be. These of every shape and size were being flung about the barn yard with wild abandon. Anyone trying to stack such wood would probably die of frustration before the job was through. Stupid piece of shit axe. Kai's grandmother flailed away with the axe, filling the air with both splitters of wood and words that would make the most hardened sailor blush. Grandma, called Kaine. That you, Kaine? Yelled the old woman, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment. Don't get too close or I might take your goddamn foot off by mistake. She brought the axe down on a piece of wood, sending ships flying in every direction. Once one passed Kaine's close enough for her to hear the whistle, at which point she decided to step back. When she scuttled to a safe distance, she cupped her hands around her mouth and shouted, Grandma, do you need help? I can get you water or lunch or a new axe or something. The axe poised, struck another wobbly blow. Was in midair, the old woman considered her granddaughter's offer for a moment, then smiled. Tell you what, since I'm doing such a piss poor job of chopping, why don't you come here and take over so I can go get the water? Kids have been restless lately, and I don't want you running into one of them bastards. Relinquishing the axe, her grandmother picked up the long pole with wooden buckets on either end. Getting water was by far the more difficult of the two jobs, but Kaine knew better than to complain. Once grandma's mind was set, there was no changing it. Kaine did her best to help with the chores, but grandma took every task that required her to travel to the village. Though she had a long list of plausible excuses, Kaine knew the real reason. She didn't want her grandma to be taunted and harassed by the villager. Once Kaine moved in, Grandma decided to take up residence a good distance from the area, and that would be the shed, where, well, Kaine was living in, I think. It could also be not the one. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the best policy when it came to the villagers and her granddaughter, and rare were the days when any but the two of them could be found on the rocky acre of land they called home. Kinda enjoyed the solitude, but harbored a secret resentment that her grandmother was forced to spend her golden years in such a place. After watching grandmother leave, Kinda turned her attention to the task at hand. She had never chopped wood before in her life, and soon discovered why the old woman hated the chore. Swing after swing of the axe produced only a tiny crack in the wood. When she finally managed to connect with the solid stroke, the tool embedded itself in the log and refused to budge. Frustrated, Kinda swung the axe around her head and threw it, log and all across the yard. Damn it, damn it. Ah, crap. She suddenly understood the joy her grandmother felt in a good curse. Well, I guess she picked that up. That is the time Kinda knew she can curse. Happy now, she picked up the axe, forced it from the wood, and resumed chopping. She had a natural skill with the blade, but the task was challenging. And blisters soon began to form on her small pink hands. This is tough, and my logs are all weird sizes. Spitting on her palms and ignoring the pain, Kinda redoubled her efforts. Just as she was developing a rhythm, Grandma returned from the village. Setting down her buckets with a small sigh, she took one look at the logs, coughed up a wheezy laugh. Pretty clumsy girl. You better practice if you... The grandma suddenly collapsed to her knees, causing water buckets to wobble precariously. Eyes wide open, Kinda dropped the axe and ran to her grandmother's side. Grandma! The old woman shook her head and pointed a trembling finger at the bucket. Get the bucket. Can't let it spill. Kinda steadied the bucket with the foot as she knelt by her grandmother. A small bit of water sloshed over the side and made the new home the hem of her dress. But Kinda didn't notice. Grandma, what's happening? Crazed with panic, she grabbed her mother by the shoulders and shook. After a moment, the woman lifted her arms and battered Kinda away. Stop that, just stop, she cried, breathing heavily. It ain't like I'm dying. Well, sounds like you are dying. Somewhat close to it. Just tired from the trip, is all. Kara desperately wanted to believe her, but one look at the old woman's shaking hands and worn face told her more than words ever could. Her grandmother had lived a long, hard life, and it seemed the bill was finally coming due. The time when her grandmother watched over Kinda was ending, sooner than either of them had feared. The positions be reversed. The next morning, Kinda came to the side of her grandmother's bed and took her wrinkled hand. Grandma, you're sick, and you need medicine. I'm going to the village. The old woman shook her head and tried to rise, but Kinda gently pushed her down. It's alright, she said. I'll be fine. I'm gonna fix the gates that cooked and melt steel. After what seemed an eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed. Well, I don't like it, goddammit. But I guess I should quit being so stubborn and let you grow up. The old woman watched as Kinda strapped on her boots and made her way down the road to the village. Hours later, as an unseen sun made its way across the dark and rainy sky, she was still watching. Kinda moved at a brisk pace, checking her pockets every few minutes to make sure the money her grandmother gave her was still there. Every noise caused her to spin on her heels, making sure she wasn't being stalked by a shade or worse, Demon's gang. But she encountered neither tormentors nor shades, and Kinda finally found herself at the entrance to the village. A few adults she could see glanced sideways at her, then muttered to each other behind raised hands before slinging away into the shadows. Her heart racing, Kinda took a series of rapid shallow breaths and tried to calm herself. I have to prove myself, I have to help Grandma, I have to be strong. She chanted those words to herself over and over, as she slowly made her way. Finally her eyes settled on a threatened older woman who was angrily waving her arms You're telling anyone who would listen exactly what she thought of Kaine's presence. Hey, lady, said Kaine with the bravado she did not feel. Where's the apothecary? The woman's flabby cheeks shook. The word anger. How dare this thing speak to me? They seemed to say, but Kaine saw that her eyes held a different emotion. Fear. Yeah, we're both scared, lady. Trust me on this one. Which way? Kaine repeated. The woman pointed at a small building to her right before picking up her dress and stumbling off in the other direction. How pathetic. Can't even look in the eye. But screamed. Trying to look around, trying to look for much for help. Instead, well, I would just don't say any of that. Kinda cringed, expecting a stone to come flying from the assembled crowd, but none came. See? The right way of using cringe. Her mind was filled with a strange sense of pride as she made her way to the apothecary. But the new emotion had the time to take root, for as soon as she opened the door, she noticed a familiar customer at the counter. It was Demo. He could have been sent here on some kind of family errand because his gang of followers was nowhere to be found. Oh my god. He sputtered, what are you doing, you freak? The insult was delivered without force. He kinda happily ignored it. Stretching on tiptoes to see over the counter. She asked the shopkeeper for the medication. Barked Demo. The old bitch finally keel over? Go to hell, Demo. The boy's eyes grew so wide they seemed ready to fall out of his head, but before he could let fly come back, or worse, a punch, the apothecary told them to knock it up before he kicked them out of the store. Yeah, this is his realm and no one else can tell him what to do. Demo slunk out of the shop, cursing kinda under his breath. When he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a brief tour of the shop while the owner prepared her medication. Countless tiny bottles filled the cramped store, each with the label written in some indecipherable language. An ocean of aromas assaulted her nose, creating a scent that was exotic but not altogether unpleasant. In such a variety of supplies give Kaine a sense of peace. Surely, in a world of so vast, there would be a place that she could call home. On the far wall, behind the counter, rested the portrait of a stunning young girl. The picture had once contained bright, vibrant colors, but time had worked its cruel magic and they were beginning to fade. The beauty of the work, however, remained undiminished. You like the picture? Kinda turned to find the apothecary with a small vial of medicine in his hand. His eyes were gentle but sad, and they seemed to stare through her into nothing as he spoke. That's my daughter. I sketched her when she was just a little girl. She's been dead a long time now. Kinda didn't know how to respond. She just stared at the portrait and tried to come up with the right words. Pictures are wonderful things, continued the shopkeeper. They let the ones closest to you live on forever. He shook his head slightly, then looked down at Kaine and smiled, handing her the medicine. He reached into his sizable green apron and produced a handful of old wax crayons. You'll have these. There's no one left that I wish to draw. Kaine took instinctive step back, causing the shopkeeper's face to darken. Yes, I've heard the rumors about you, he said. It's a small village and the word travels quick. Between you and me, I'm not sure which of them to believe, but I also don't think they matter much. And her grandma, Kali, and I think the way she was driven out of this town just deplorable. Grandma's name is Kali, thought Kaine suddenly. He was still mumbling this new fact over in her mind as she reached out and gently took the crayons from the apothecary's hands. "The grandmother is an old friend of mine," he said as Kaine scooted away yet again, "and I owe you her much. I wager she would like it if you drew a picture of her. Yes, I think she would like that very much." Kaine murmured a quiet agreement, but inside her heart was bursting. Never before had a village treated her with anything but complete contempt. It was a tiny, almost imperceptible step. But it was a step nonetheless. And with enough tiny steps, she might one day discover the rest of the world. When Kaine returned home, she found her grandma asleep in her bed. Her fever blackened and raw, even bleeding a bit in places, leading Kaine to think that she had been pacing around the room until exhaustion finally caught up with her. She placed the medicine by her grandma's pillow and turned to leave, but found the old woman's hand clasped around her arm. "Back already, are ya?" asked her grandma with a yawn. "Come here, let me have a look at you." "Let me have a look at you." Grandma sat up and examined Kaine from head to toe. Finally satisfied with nothing terrible had befallen her grandchild, she leaned back and allowed herself to relax. "Well, how was it? Those bastards give you any trouble?" "It was kind of fun," said Kaine with a small smile. "No, seriously, it was. Fun, eh?" My grandmother, in a voice which implied she believed anything but. So anytime you need me to run an errand, just let me know." She spoke, Kaine removed the crayons from her pocket. After a brief explanation of their source, she informed her grandmother that she was going to sketch a portrait. "Portrait of me? Ridiculous. No one wants to stare at a wrinkled old crone." "But grandma, it make you live forever." "Horseshit," said her grandmother, throwing back the sheet from her bed. "Living forever would just piss me off. I put those crayons away and help me with dinner." But Kaine would not relent, and in the end, Grandma found herself leaning against the wall of the house as if posing for a master artist. Kaine took up the crayons, eyed her subject carefully, and set to work. Just as Grandma was about to nod off, Kaine finished the piece. After staring at it for a bit, she released it from her grip and let it slowly drift to the floor. "It's terrible. It doesn't look like you at all." "I'm sorry, Grandma. I thought these crayons would, make drawing easy or something." "Oh, more you learn, Kaine." The old woman's eyes narrowed at her grandma's disappointment. "Let me be the judge of that," she said, ignoring the pain in her back and reaching for the paper. The sketch could have been a person's face, could also have been a boulder, a lump of clay, or, an incredible mishappen, a loaf of bread, all rendered in a chaotic array of colors. "No, that's what we call art." The old woman stared at the picture for a long time, then slowly wheezed out a laugh. "Oh, Kaine," she said between laughter, "you truly are my blood. You're as clumsy as me, and I love it. But, gosh, I won't hear any more bull about how ugly you think it is. It came from the heart, and I treasure it always." True to her word, the old woman gave the picture a place of honor above the kitchen table. The days that followed, Kaine would often catch her staring at the portrait with a strange smile on her face, an action she interpreted as silent, mocking laughter. A week later, Kaine could stand it no more and asked her grandma to take the artwork down. "Posh," said the old woman. "I take this down when they roll me in my shroud." Pondered this for a bit, then turned to Kaine and dropped to one knee. "Listen to me, girl. See, the picture makes me happy in a way I've never felt before. And I think you want to go on, so that someday you can feel the same happiness. It was a moment that burned itself in Kaine's memory, a perfect blend of pride and love and joy that came together to form a lifelong remembrance. He swore to never forget this moment, to never forget the old woman who had made her place in the world possible. Time moves on, people and memories move in and out of the life like ghosts passing through a hall, but this moment will be different. Kindness swore, because I will remember it forever. Forever. Kindness dreams separation. I need a drink. Kinda listened to the sound of crackling firewood and stared at the black object on the plate. She'd been pushing it around, doing this for a good 10 minutes, ignoring the bemused stare of her grandmother. A black disc, huh? A black object. I mean, I guess it could be coal or something. Finally, she summoned her courage and gave the object a brief sniff. A sharp bitter scent flew up her nostrils and made it home there, causing her face to twist with disgust. Well, that is, I guess, burnt food, as we call that. Grandma, I can't believe you want me to eat the bug. To the bug? A woman threw some more wood under the cooking pot and snored. It's not bug, you fool. Girl! It's a berry. Okay, you can't call it a berry. Why the hell would I be feeding you bugs? Yeah, well, it sure looks like a bug, kinda. Say kinda. I think it's burned or something, because it smells terrible. With that kinda held her nose and threw the berry in her mouth, chewing as little as possible. Oh yeah, that's terrible, alright. Oh, you little brat, laughed the old woman. Look at the sass on you. You've been spending too much time with me, and that's a fact. Yeah, so many years living together, I guess get some traits from him. 5 years had passed since the moment when Kindness' grandmother saved her from the bullies. As is often the way with two stubborn people, the relationship had grown in fits and starts, but moved forward all the same. Meals that used to be somber affairs were now filled with laughter and hurt abuse in equal measure. Kindness could not remember a time when she had been happier. As the years went by, Kindness started to shoulder more and more of the daily responsibilities. Her grandmother's legs grew weaker by the day. She could no longer do many of the chores she used to take for granted. And so this morning found Kindness lacing up her work boots with a breakfast. A burnt berry rolling through her belly. Where are you going today? Asked Grandma suddenly. Kindness looked up, surprised. The old woman rarely asked for specifics anymore. Well, I was gonna check out calma trees and see if they were ripe. I thought we could make some jam or something. Oh, and I'm going to pick up some flagstones. I need to take a wheelbarrow. Flagstones? What in the hell for? And stared at her grandmother, then held out an arm and swept around the home. Constructed mostly of cloth, rope, and rubble. The only place sagged the boxer in the final round. Didn't know they knew about boxers. Grandma, a dying cat could chew through this house, and I'm going to build a stone wall so we have some protection. The old woman laughed, exposing her toothless grin to the world. Goddamn, girl. If a bunch of thieves want to ransack this old place, let them come. We got nothing worth stealing anyway. I'm not worried about these. I'm worried about shades. Saw one west of the village yesterday. The old woman tilted her head and stared at the granddaughter. Well, shoot. I don't know why you have to do it today. We can worry about it some other. Grandma, no. If I don't go to the Kelma trees, you won't eat tonight. You know that. A confused expression passed across the old woman's face, and for a moment she was a small child, lost at the carnival. Yes. Said after a bit, yes, of course, you're right. I'm sorry, Kaine. Lady, it seems my mind is... He didn't finish his thought, instead walking over to her nightstand and gently taking the wreath of lunar tears from the drawer. The flower petals had aged to a brilliant whiteness and kinda thought it was more beautiful now than the day she first received it. Gonna be a true woman soon, Grandma said as she placed the flowers in the girl's hair, so that means less chatter about shades and buildings, pencil walls, and more talk about how beautiful you've become. Kinda reached to remove the garland, but the look on her grandma's face stopped her hand. "You're a beautiful thing," said the old woman. "There ain't another like you in all the world." "I'm very proud of you." "Okay, Grandma, that's enough goddamn compliments for one day." "How many compliments in one day? Yeah, it would make you definitely exhausted." "Touch your mouth on you. Where'd it come from?" "Well, there's only one person around." "Gee, I wonder." "I teach you sass me, girl." "Yeah, Grandma." Suddenly she lurched forward and grabbed Kinda by the ears, pulling her around the room with a crazy grin on her face. "Grandma!" yelled Kinda in a quaking voice. "Grandma, stop! What the hell?" The old woman stared at her and blinked, then suddenly held her wrinkled hands out as it was the first time she had ever seen them. I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry, girl. Sometimes my mind just kinda thought the look on Grandmother's face was the most heartbreaking thing you'd ever seen. Listen, she began. "Maybe I should stay home after all. No, I won't have you stay here to keep an eye on an old codger like me. You go, get your fruit, at your wall and whatnot, I'll be fine. And when you come back, I have a nice grasshopper dinner waiting for you." "What, a grasshopper?" I rolled her eyes and then kissed her grandmother on the forehead and made ready to depart. Tried to desperately ignore the worry that was gnawing at the walls of her heart. I could feel the old woman's eyes watching her as she moved down the path. "Don't turn around, don't turn around," she told herself, but in the end the temptation was too great. She spun on her heel for one final look and saw a small bent woman standing in front of the ramshackle hut with a sad expression on her face. God, she looks so old now. It's like the wind could reach down and just carry her away. Kinda worried about her grandmother all day, causing her to work, to suffer. But little fruit he could collect was tossed carelessly into the wheelbarrow, and she only found a couple of stones before losing interest in the project. Finally, as dusk approached, she decided to call it a day. Questioning herself for the lack of focus, Kinda pushed the nearly empty wheelbarrow back down the path. As she crested the final hill, she suddenly froze in place. The wheelbarrow fell from the fingers, collapsed on its side, sending a few pieces of wrinkled brown fruit rolling back down the hill. Her gaze was transfixed, a thick black cloud that hovered just ahead, tracing its path with the finger. Kinda suddenly felt her stomach knot in on itself. "No, gods, no." The grandma's house was ablaze, the flames licking up as if trying to touch the sky itself. "Grandma! Grandma!" Kinda ran faster than she had ever moved in her life. Once she tripped on a stone and went sprawling into the rocky ground. But she leapt to her feet and continued running, unmindful of the blood that spilled from her wounded hands and knees. As she got closer and closer, Kinda's mind began to race in time with her footfalls. "It's so dark. It's so dark, not just fire. Can't be fire, too much smoke. Gotta save her, gotta save her." She burst into the front yard and came to a sudden halt. Her worst suspicions confirmed. The smoke from the fire was mingled with thick, inky blackness of the enormous shade. The massive creature supported itself on 3 twisted feet, and achieved the balance through the means of a large armored tail. Scales, horns, and claws sprouted from its body in a random, chaotic pattern. given the appearance of a lizard designed by some insane god. Well, now we know which one it was, right? The one that we beat before. Sending small whirlwinds spinning around the yard. For a moment, the creature retreated into the shimmering inky blackness, as if her mind was unable to comprehend that such a thing could actually exist. But then the smell hit her, a blend of rotted meat and excrement. The aura became real once more. The creature bellowed again, and this time Kaine responded with a scream of her own. Alright, you bastard, she thought as her scream echoed through the high cliffs around them. It's you or me, let's go. The shade eyed Kaine with amused interest. Then it began looking from her to the house and back again, as if urging her to look at the destruction it had so gleefully wrought. With dread building on her, Kaine glanced toward the house. Through the smoke and flame, she spotted a small figure struggling to escape the ruins. Grandma! The sound of her voice, the old woman began waving frantically. She is alive! But Kaine, alive! Kaine's legs sprang to life as she raced across the yard with the flaming wreckage of the home. Before she could advance more than a few steps, the shade opened its mouth and let out a roar powerful enough to uproot trees and send them flying. The blast sent Kaine tumbling through the air before smashing against the rocky earth. Stars danced in front of her eyes, and she tried to remember how her legs worked. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up now! As Kaine struggled to her feet, the shade stomped toward the house and pinned her grandma to the ground with the tip of a claw. The woman struggled to move the claw from her stomach, but she might well have been pushing a mountain. She coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood into the air, then collapsed to the ground, her energy spent. Kaine lurched to her feet, only to fall back to earth with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire, one or both of them were surely broken. Ignoring the pain that screamed through her body, she began dragging herself across the ground, leaving a drunken trail of dust and blood in her wake. Grandma. Hold on, just a little longer. The grandma's face was turning blue, her eyes rolling back until only whites were exposed. Her put her across the ground with a maddening slowness. The distance seemed to increase with every second that passed. The shade glanced between the two women and flicked out its tongue, then off turning up at the corners. Short panting breaths bulged from somewhere deep inside its core. Bear stood laughing at us. She had no idea how such a mindless creature could experience emotion. But there could be no doubt the shade was taking joy in their suffering. Yeah, I see your plan. The shade moved its claw slightly, allowing the grandma to breathe again. It was clearly keeping her alive, only to snuff out her life when Kaine was close enough to touch her. I'm gonna kill this bastard. Summoning all her strength, Kaine rose to her feet. There was a sickening snap from her ankle as her foot twisted backwards, but she forced it from her mind and began to hobble towards the monster. Pulling a small knife from the pouch at her waist, she leapt on the foot that pinned her grandma, plunged her weapon deep. Give her back, she screamed. Give her back to me. It was like stabbing a rock. After a few swipes, the knife broke at the hilt with a dull snap. The shade panted laughter again. Then raised its tail and sent it rushing through the air towards the young girl that was lashed to its foot. And its foot. Kaine never had a chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and sent her crashing into the burning wreckage of the home. As she lay on the ground with blood pouring from the multiple wounds, a small, weak voice spoke up. Kaine? Kaine's vision blurred, but she forced herself to focus on the sound. Finally, her eyes cleared enough for her to make out her grandma's hand reaching out to her through the smoke. Grandma? Kinda, you got to run. You can't best this one. Then grabbed the hands and held one with all her strength. Gamma, come on. You have to go. The woman coughed loudly, one of her hands slick with blood. Slid from Kaina's grasp and thumped to the ground below. Gamma, no. No. I said run, goddammit. You have to. You have to live. You have to get through. The thought would stay forever unfinished. Before she could say another word, the shade's clawed foot descended, smashing through the remains of the roof and down upon the shadow figure of the old woman. Blood oozed from the gaps in the creature's toes as the terrible putrid smell salted Kaina's nose once again. She stared at the foot, dumbfounded and convinced that what she was seeing could not possibly be real. When the creature finally lifted its appendage, all that remained underneath was a twisted, unrecognizable mass of rubble and red. Her grandma was gone. Kinda blinked, trying to feel the answer which had been in hers just a moment before. For fleeting instants, could remember the warmth of that embrace, the trembling of the fingers, but then the sensation drifted away on the breeze and was gone. Memories flashed through Kaina's mind, one after the other, faster and faster until it became a meaningless jangle of noise. Kaina screamed, then a thunderous sound that echoed off the cliffs and seemed to roll away forever. Shade eased forward, black ichor pouring from its mouth and dissolving into smoke on the ground below. The earth shook with every step as it crept towards its prey. Kaina's body slowly rose as if controlled by a mad puppet master. Her arms and legs were bent at impossible angles. Her head lolled dangerously to the side, yet somehow she managed to stand. Staring at the shade, her eyes began to glow with a deep red fire. The creature, so confident just moments before, took a slow, hesitant step backward, trying to discern if this broken human could possibly pose a threat. Kaina seized the moment, laughing like a madwoman. She leaped into the air and plunged the shattered hilt of her knife into the leg of the shade. The shade shook Kaina off like a fly, sending her crashing to the earth once again. Her chest rose and fell slowly, as her great weight were resting on it. Moist sounds of pain echoed through her mind. Then warm and thick oozed from her ears. The blood? Think it is. Think I'm bleeding to death, or can't die? Grandma told me to live. Deep inside Kaina's mind, something finally broke. The sound of the pain, the smoke, and flames, all of it faded away until all that remained was a single incantation, repeated over and over again. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it now. As a spark that was Kaina slowly began to flicker, and she felt her desire to kill and her desire to live blend into one. The distance between her heartbeats grew longer and longer and longer.
The beast approaches.
Oh, I know.
Oh wait, Shade. It looks like a tentacle monster, or it is a tentacle monster.
Anger this creature must have. How did it even survive these past 5 years?
I'm not gonna let this happen again. It dies today. My sword, it's lighter.
It's not the blade, but the skill of the user. Strike it down.
There he goes again. Always look like mud. Will always be mud. Christ. More. Again, gently, weakly, softly. The shade, sure as its tormentor was dead, turned and stomped off toward the horizon, stopping along the way below one final roar. Couldn't kill it? Shamed beyond imagination, kinda tried to turn her head aside, but only succeeded in coughing up a huge gout of blood. It was getting difficult to see, and only after a moment of fierce concentration did she realize the left eye was gone. Laughing to herself, she turned her remaining eye to the ruins of her home and noticed a ragged stump of arm resting a few feet away. Yeah, that's mine, thought with a mad giggle. This one's gonna make clapping a real bitch. Ha! Cried the sudden voice from the depths of her mind. Finally gonna die, are ya? Well, had it coming. Go to hell, Dimas. Thought at this unseen assailant. Go to hell before I plug out your eyes and feed them to the dog. The voice of her childhood terror evaporated into smoke only to be replaced by another, more recent voice. Hold still, said the apothecary, materializing from the ruins like a ghost. I want to draw you. That way you can live forever. No, stop. Don't want to live forever. Want to die right here. I see he's gently, quietly. Well, if that's what you want. The spectral shopkeeper fluttered in and out of existence for a moment, then produced a piece of paper and sketched quickly. After a few seconds, he turned the page to Kaine and smiled. Since you rejected my offer, I decided to draw someone else. It was a picture of a grandmother. Real as life, Kaine opened her mouth to thank the man, but stopped as the picture began to blacken in the middle before she could say anything. Dozens of multi-legged insects began to swarm across the image, tearing at it with sharpened pincers. Stop. No. Don't hurt that picture. Ken reached out with her remaining arm and waved futilely at the air. To her surprise, the insects fell off the picture and into the ground below, where they vanished into tiny black tendrils of smoke. Relieved, Kaine turned her good eye back to the picture, only to open her mouth in a silent scream. The sketch now showed her grandma as she truly was, a smashed, unrecognizable lump of nothing. The apothecary smiled, then broke into a jolly dance. See that? He cried as he danced his jig. It's perfect now. He just looks like you. I look like that? Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Drowning in despair, Kaina laid her head back in the mud and smoke of her ruined house, waited for the end to come. Just before she let everything go, an unfamiliar voice began whispering in her ear. Did you get a wish, sunshine? The voice was vulgar and fierce at the same time, as though insanity had somehow found the way to take form. Aine wanted to scream as the voice crawled under her skin, but her lungs refused to work. You know, a wish, like a prayer or something. Why don't you get on your knees, start praying to heaven? Please, invisible man, in the sky, save me. Save me. Kaine finally resorted to shouting at the voice of the mind. I don't make wishes. They don't come true for me. I'm a curse, a freak. I should be left to die. The other voice boomed in her ears. Oh god, you are the best. Kaine glanced down and saw a black shiny substance oozing from her legs. She tried to brush it away, but her remaining arm would no longer respond. The substance slowly crept around her feet, then began moving up toward the rest of her body. Is this death? Is it what it's like? Or was her mind just losing itself? Could feel the slime oozing upwards. Feel the hot, searing pain it left in its wake. Whatever else it might be happening, he was still alive, and this was real. Come on, said the voice. Let it go. I tried to ignore the voice and concentrate on the pain, but the newcomer would have none of it. Don't ignore me, sunshine. You're ready to give up? Ready to die? So why not just let me have it? Have what? Your body, come on. Give it to me. Give it to me. I want to stand on the ground, feel the rain, taste the wind. The voice paused as if licking its lips. When it resumed, it was filled with mad, unabated joy. And I want to take your hands and use them to choke the goddamn life out of people. I want to tear out their throats and bath in the blood, just like before. In response, kinda shifted her head and vomited. The rare warmth of it crept down her front and mingled with the pain of the encroaching black ooze. Are you a shade? Yeah, maybe. What of it? The slime reached her face, crept up past her nose, and slowly oozed into the socket of her missing eye. The moment it touched her brain, kinda was struck by the most powerful sensation she'd ever felt in her life. It was ecstasy. She wanted to scream with delight, but all she could manage was a small whispered moan. It's good, don't it? Asked the voice with a chuckle. Yeah, what can I say? I know how to please the ladies. Yeah, that shade is a lady pleaser, huh? I think that shade is like, it's like a, let's say it's like a killer. At the same time knows the ins and outs of a human body, I guess. I'd say it's a serial killer, but that would be kind of something. Now give me that body, come on, give me the body. I'll give you more of this feeling, it's the fair trade. The black thumb lump began to protrude from Kaina's side. As she watched, it grew longer and thicker, eventually taking the form of a missing arm. I can see better, she thought. My eye must be going back too. The slime reached up to envelop the rest of her face, but she managed to brush it away. Stop, she whispered, marveling at how she had regained her voice. Stop. The black ooze hesitated, as if considering the request, then quickly shimmered down her body before disappearing into a cloud of smoke. Now what the hell, sunshine? Into voice. We had a deal. I thought you wanted to die. Grandma said, can't die yet. A brief image of her grandmother. Bloodied, broken flesh before her. She saw the shade that killed her and heard its mocking laughter. Then closed her eyes and forced the image from her mind. Her whole body was quaking with rage. When she opened her eyes again, they burned bright red. The thing took away my grandmother, and I have to kill it before I die. I glanced down and saw a mysterious pattern, the pattern of a shade, burn itself into her left arm. Well, I'll be damned, said the voice cheerfully. Look at that, sunshine. I think you and me are gonna be good friends now. Anna stared intently at her arm. The more emotional she felt, the more the letter seemed ready to puncture her skin and begin infecting the rest of her body. The arm really had a will of its own now. Stop. You gotta stop. Holding her left arm in her right, Annie took a deep breath and tried to calm itself. Come on, don't fight her, pleaded the voice. Hey, it's my favorite dish and I'm hungry. Let it go. Feel the anger, burn with the fire of revenge, thirst for blood, then go out there and... Shut up. Shut up and get the hell out of my body. Your body? Oh, that's rich. Sunshine, real rich. Look, why don't you just up and die and so I can have this body all to myself? What do you say? I bet those buddies of yours in the area would love to see you dead. Kaina grabbed a nearby shard of glass and tried to saw off the shade-infected portion of her side. Before she could, her darkened left arm grabbed her right wrist, crushing it. Kaina screamed and dropped the shard as the sound of the bone crushing on bone filled the air. Stupid idiot girl, you're possessed now, sunshine, and there ain't no going back. The voice laughed again, a loud, long wail that seemed to go on without end. Possessed? Whispered Kaine. Yeah, possessed, you and me. We got what you might call a timeshare arrangement. Remember how folks used to think you were a freak? Well, they get a lot of you now. I looked up in tears. Looked up, tears in her eyes. The sky seemed smaller, somehow darker. Is it because of the shade? Is this how they see the world? Don't listen for the voice. I know this whole possession thing seems a bit sudden, but it ain't all bad. There's plenty in it for you too. I'm a very powerful creature, Sunshine, and now that power belongs to you. With enemies, people you wanna kill, I can make it happen. The little fat kid who kept picking on you, that big old shade that squashed you, Granny. We wrap them up in their own assholes. Well, that's kind of a way to do things. No more abuse for you, Sunshine, no more pain. Wait, say kinda, you're a shade. Why would you help me to kill another shade? What do you think? I'm some kind of racist? Some kind of killing snob? I don't give a goddamn who you murder, honey pants. I just want to drink from the well. I considered this as she struggled to her feet, and the power of the shade coursed through her. The smoke from her house was drifting away with the wind. She enjoyed the way the cool evening breeze felt on her left arm. With a long pause, the wolf spoke up again. So, how about it? You and me? We could have some good times together. Look, I even take care of the bloody part if you don't want it. Fuck off, asshole, muttered Kaine. I'll handle the killing. Screamed the voice. Barked laughter. Look at you go. Oh, Sunshine, we're gonna have so much fun. So listen, my name's Tyron. If you ever need me, I'll just be hanging out a piece of meat you call a heart. Now get to it. The more you kill, the more your heart turns rotten and sour. And I like rotten and sour. Kinda found herself nodding at the voice. Yeah, he said. Yeah, I think this can work. I'm gonna find that shade and gonna strangle it with its own guts. Well, if it has guts, that is. When I'm done, I'm gonna do the same to you, Tyron. Count on it. Ha! Love, Tyron. I've shit bigger than you. So good luck with that. Oh, and hey, one more thing. Right now, you and me are sharing this body, so... But if you ever run out of hate, if you ever, go soft, then I'm gonna take over everything. So keep on killing, Sunshine, and watch your back. The voice grew fainter and gradually faded away, fading to somewhere deep inside Kaine herself. Kaine waited until she was sure the voice was gone, then waved her new left arm around a few times. It feels perfectly normal, she thought. It feels like mine. Desperately, she began poking and prodding at the new limb, determined to find something wrong with it. She didn't want to feel normal. That would mean the creature inside her had already won. I'm not a shade. I am Kaine. Repeating this mantra in her mind, slowly began digging through the rubble of her house, too carefully to ignore a certain red stain spot in the corner. After what seemed like an eternity of heartbreaking work, she found what she was looking for. It was the wreath of lunar tears. So, stepping through hell and back, and Garland's petals were as bright as ever. Kaine started to place it in her hair, then slowly lowered the wreath and stared at it. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm so sorry. But I don't deserve to wear this anymore. I'm possessed, corrupted, a freak. And this time I don't think there's any going back. Holding the flowers to her heart, Kaine fell to the ground and sobbed. As the night gradually lightened to dawn and people of the area aroused to their daily lives, she remained in that position as if tears could somehow wash away the horror that now infected her world.
Alive! Stay alive! Stay alive!
Grandma.
Come back to us!
one calling me, weren't you?
You still recognize me?
Of course. I knew you right away.
Thank you, Kaine.
Welcome back, Kaine.
Wow, you grew up. So, how long has it been?
5 years.
Shit. That's a long time. Any luck with Yona?
We are still no closer to finding her. We need a way to locate the Shadow Lord.
By the way, this is for you.
Is that a lunar tear?
It's not as good as your grandmother's, but I tried.
No, it's great. Thank you.
Kaine waking from her long, petrified sleep. Emil's unflagging kindness. Our reunion was a happy one, and we let it wash over us like rain. That is, until Devila and Popola had to go and ruin it all. Are you kidding me? You can't be serious!
Please, try to understand. People are tired and scared, and... I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to bear the brunt of that.
This is crap, and you know it!
It's okay. We can sleep outside.
No one's sleeping outside. You and Kaine saved this village, and now they want to run you out?
People are afraid of us. And really, I understand. I mean, look at me. As long as you're still with us, I can deal with it. Right, Kaine?
I'm used to sleeping outside.
But...
We'll see you later.
Sorry about this.
What is the matter?
Kaine always sleeps outside. I never thought about that until just now. Never even occurred to me. Damn it.
We should turn in.
I didn't get much sleep that night. For the first time in my life, I hated Devila. For the first time in my life, I doubted Popola. But those feelings are pointless in the end. They said and did what they did for the sake of the village. To protect it from the horror of the Shades. Really, how can I blame Devila and Popola? In the end, I'm just as bad. Because I never once stopped to think about Kaine and Emil's situation myself. I should apologize to Kaine and Emil, but what good would that even do?
I got a fire going.
Wait, is that...
I'm so happy to get to talk to you again, Kaine.
Yeah, me too.
I tried everything I could think of to save you, you know. I polished you with a special cloth. I poured warm water over you.
Wait, you poured water on me?
Yeah, but it didn't really do much except make you all shiny.
Hey, Emil. Thanks for saving me.
I guess you noticed how I look different now.
I'm sorry, Emil. I'm sorry for all of it.
Well, I mean, this new form isn't all bad, you know? At least I can look at you when we talk, right? Hey, so why don't you tell me something about yourself?
I'm not very interesting. Sorry.
Come on. I just want to know you better. Please?
Fine. This all happened when I was a kid. Before the whole shade possession thing. My body is different. And when the villagers found out about it, they started treating me like a freak. But one person, my grandmother, accepted me just as I was, no matter how bad things got. She gave me the strength to keep going.
She's really special to you, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, hey! That gives me an idea. Since we cured your petrification, we should start looking for a way to cure your possession in my body. I know we can do it if we all work together. Heck, it'll probably be super easy.
Let me guess. More warm water?
Okay. Can we just forget I told you about that?
I mean, I think the possession one could be durable. Don't know what the body one.
Sleep well?
Sure.
And yet your red eyes tell a different tale. Don't be so hard on yourself, lad.
I need to go see Devila and Popola.
Very well.
Well, huh? I mean, that's you know, that we have seen how it is with them and what they're doing. At least they're having, yes, a grand time. Just talking and hanging out.
What might that be?
It's Mom's diary.
I've not heard you speak much about your mother.
She got the black scrawl and died when I was little.
My apologies for bringing it up.
It's all right. I can barely remember her face anymore. This is the only thing I have left of her. Reading it helps remind me of when we were still a family.
I see.
But the final entries get a little strange.
In what way?
Well, here, take a look.
No! No, 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 no. Fuck up. Don't. Please get me out of here.
Say there, can you not hear me?
Get me the fuck out of here, please, man.
Why
No.
are you standing about like a slack-jawed ninny?
Sorry. Felt like I was dreaming or something.
Of course.
Sleeping on one's feet is quite the talent indeed. Come now, there's the door.
Get me out of here.
Let's go.
Yeah, I don't want to do this yet. I'm gonna do it another time. But yeah, that was Nier. The one that you would see when you have, well, if you have, I guess, the Western or the Western version.
Something wrong?
I feel as if I've just awoken from a most unpleasant dream.
I know what you mean. That happens to me whenever I read it.
Yeah, that's the, you know, that's the Papa Nier. That's that. But yeah, that was a long story from, you know, Kaine that I've read out for like over an hour. But hey, we are now on our path. Well, I guess we could say the second one. And yeah, you're here. After all this time, been doing nothing but, I guess, quests and all the other side stuff. But the side stuff will probably not end because we still have to get all the weapons yet, so hey, that's that, right? And yeah, it was at least some progress, right? We made it big, we made it far, we actually made it that way. So yeah, that was something to see. And yeah, you finally, probably tomorrow, maybe go hunt for the weapons, you know, go look for the weapons. So we have that out of the way as well. So that's fun, right? Let's see. How are you looking? Looking weapon-wise? Yeah, we have
the next card fate holds for us.
a lot to go. So yeah. As always, if you guys enjoyed today's stream, no, guys enjoyed the stream. If follows, always appreciate it, you know. Then goes for Twitter as well. I always keep you guys updated on Twitter if I'm going live or not, or go a bit later or a bit delayed depending on how it goes, right? And yeah, also, if you have missed on the playthrough of Nier Replicant, you can also check our YouTube channel. You know, I have all the, you know, playthroughs uploaded over there. So, you know, if you have missed something or anything other related, like even reacts or other JRPGs and like my commentary, you know, there's plenty of more things over there as well. So you can check it out. And yeah, tomorrow I'll be back with more Nier Replicant. I don't know, maybe at the same time. We'll see. I try to get back on the usual schedule, but it's kind of hard. But yeah, so we're finally at Route B. So yeah, a lot to do. See how that's gonna develop over the course of this playthrough. So yeah, as always, you know. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Is there someone who might be? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I would say. Um, let's see. What is here? Someone we could check out. So yeah, I would say. Maybe try to raid someone, you know, before I finish this. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I will see you guys, you know, tomorrow with another day of Nier, which it's always, you know, it's always something, you know, that always nice to you know, one could say that you know, go through thick and thin, one would say. So yeah, as always, thank you guys for watching. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with more Nier Replicant, and we continue on Route B, and this time we not take like 50 years to get through one route. So yeah, the next few routes gonna be quick ones.